Welcome to my channel. Please support us by subscribing. Your subscription helps us grow and create more amazing content like this. Now, let's jump into today's story. Meet Jack Reen, 32. Jack is a quiet and thoughtful software engineer who values stability and loyalty. He has spent 6 years building a life with Emma, whom he deeply loves. In his free time, he enjoys nature photography and DIY projects, finding joy in the simple things in life. Meet Emma Reen, 30. Emma is a bold and energetic social media influencer and artist. She loves adventure and thrives in the spotlight, often sharing her experiences with her followers. Recently, she started to feel trapped by the routine of her marriage. Meet Sophie Lawson, 28. Sophie is Jack's co-worker, new to the city, and recently out of a serious relationship. She is kind, grounded, and values trust and loyalty. Despite being reserved, her warmth makes her an easy confidant for Jack. The story begins. One Friday evening, Jack came home after a long day at work, expecting a calm night with Emma. But as soon as he walked in, he sensed something was wrong. Emma was sitting on the couch, her gaze distant as she nervously played with her wedding ring. "Emma?" Jack asked gently, setting his briefcase down and sitting next to her. She looked up at him, her eyes filled with both excitement and unease. "Jack, there's something I need to tell you." Jack's heart raced. "What is it?" Emma hesitated before saying, "I feel like our marriage has lost its spark." "Don't you feel it too? The routine, the predictability, it's suffocating." Jack listened carefully, worry growing inside him. "What do you mean?" Emma's expression lit up with a strange excitement. "I've thought about this a lot, and I think an open marriage might be the solution. It would give us both the chance to explore and bring back the excitement." Her words hit Jack like a wave, leaving him stunned and speechless. The idea felt so strange, completely unlike anything Jack had ever known in their relationship. "Emma, I don't understand," he said, trying to make sense of her words. "We've been together for 6 years. Isn't that enough excitement?" Emma sighed, frustration slipping into her voice. "Jack, I need more than this. I want to feel alive. I'm not saying this because I don't love you. I do. But I think this could bring us closer, giving us both a chance to experience life in new ways." Jack sat quietly, torn between the deep love he felt for his wife and the unfamiliarity of what she was suggesting. He didn't want to lose her. After a long pause, he reluctantly agreed, hoping it would make her happy. In the weeks that followed, Jack watched Emma dive enthusiastically into her new lifestyle. She created dating app profiles, spent hours getting ready, and often came home late, her eyes sparkling with the excitement of her adventures. Each time she returned, Jack felt a deeper emptiness settle into their once warm and loving home. The intimacy they had shared seemed to fade more and more each day. The connection Jack and Emma once shared began to fade, replaced by distance and silence. Their conversations became rare, and Jack spent more nights alone, lost in a swirl of pain and confusion. He longed to reconnect with Emma, but she seemed like a completely different person. During this time, Jack found a sense of comfort at work. His co-worker, Sophie, who had recently joined the team, quickly became someone he could talk to. What started as casual work chats soon turned into deeper conversations. One afternoon, after a long meeting, Sophie invited Jack to grab a coffee. As they sat in a cozy cafe, Sophie noticed his somber expression. She gently asked, "Jack, are you okay? You seem distracted." Jack hesitated, unsure of how much to share. But something about Sophie's kind eyes and calm voice made him feel safe. He opened up, explaining the unusual arrangement he and Emma had agreed to. Sophie listened carefully, her expression full of sympathy. "That sounds so difficult, Jack. I can't imagine how you must feel." Jack sighed heavily. "It's like I'm losing her, Sophie. I thought this might bring us closer, but it's only pushed us farther apart." Sophie reached out and placed a comforting hand on his. You deserve someone who values you for who you are, someone who wants to truly be with you. In the weeks that followed, Jack and Sophie continued to meet after work. Their friendly conversations deepened, and Jack began to feel a warmth he hadn't experienced in months. Sophie's kindness, genuine interest, and steady presence made him feel appreciated. As Jack grew closer to Sophie, he couldn't help but notice the stark contrast between her loyalty and Emma's pursuit of excitement. Sophie embodied the stability and respect he craved but hadn't felt in a long time. One chilly October night, Jack found himself alone at home again. Emma was out on yet another date, and the silence in the house was overwhelming. Sitting in the dimly lit living room, Jack stared at the empty seat beside him, wondering how their relationship had come to this. His thoughts drifted to Sophie, the laughter they shared, her understanding, and the way she genuinely cared about him. The realization hit him hard. He was falling for her. When Emma came home that night, Jack was ready to talk. She walked into the room, barely glancing at him, before heading toward the bedroom. "Emma, we need to talk," Jack said, his voice steady. She sighed, not even turning to face him. "Jack, can it wait? I'm exhausted." "No, Emma, it can't wait. This arrangement, it's not working for me," he said firmly, his tone more determined than ever. Emma rolled her eyes, clearly annoyed. "Jack, we agreed on this. You said you wanted to try it too." "No, you wanted this, Emma," Jack replied. "I went along with it because I didn't want to lose you, but in the process, I've lost myself." Emma's expression softened, a flicker of guilt crossing her face. "What are you saying, Jack?" "I'm saying I found someone who respects me," he said, his voice trembling. "Her name is Sophie. She values me in ways you haven't in a long time." Emma's face went pale. She hadn't expected this, hadn't imagined that Jack would find someone else. The realization hit her like a shock. You're leaving?" she asked, her voice shaky. Jack nodded, his heart heavy but his mind resolute. "Yes, Emma. You wanted freedom, Emma, but I can't give you that if it means losing myself. I deserve to be with someone who values me, not someone who's always chasing excitement elsewhere," Jack said firmly. The days that followed were bittersweet for Jack, a mix of relief and sadness. He moved out and found a new place, leaning on Sophie for support during the difficult transition. Sophie was there for him in every way. She helped him settle into his new life, listened to him when he needed to talk, and offered companionship that felt genuine and comforting. Their relationship grew naturally, free from the chaos and uncertainty that had marked Jack's marriage. Sophie appreciated Jack for who he truly was, and he found himself smiling more and feeling lighter than he had in years. Meanwhile, Emma began to feel the consequences of her choices. She reached out to Jack a few times, her messages filled with regret and hints that she wished things had turned out differently. But Jack had moved on, finding peace in a relationship built on trust, respect, and mutual appreciation. As months passed, Jack and Sophie's bond grew stronger. They created countless happy memories together. Weekend trips to the countryside, quiet evenings cooking at home, and long conversations about life and dreams. Jack felt fulfilled, knowing he had found someone who truly valued him. With Sophie, he rediscovered what it meant to be loved. Their relationship didn't rely on thrills or distractions to feel whole. Instead, it was built on respect, shared values, and unwavering support through life's ups and downs. Emma became a distant memory, a chapter of his life that had closed. The experience taught Jack the importance of choosing a partner who truly values and supports him. His journey had been painful, but it led him to someone who gave him the love he had always deserved. And that's the end of Jack's story. Thank you for following along on this emotional journey. What do you think? Would you have made the same choice? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. Thanks for watching.